Hey guys, let's see how many questions you get right. And now let's begin. Question 1. In computer hardware, what does BIOS stand for? A. Binary input, output software. B. Built-in operating system. C. Basic input, output system. D. Basic integrated operating system. Correct answer. C. Basic input, output system. The basic input-output system initializes hardware components during system startup and provides low-level routines that allow the operating system to communicate with hardware. BIOS plays a critical role in booting the system and ensuring hardware is ready for use. Question 2. In information security and data protection, what does the acronym DLP stand for? A. Digital Loss Prevention. B. Data Leakage Protocol. C. Direct Loss Protection. D. Data Loss Prevention. Correct answer. D. Data Loss Prevention. Data Loss Prevention, DLP, refers to a set of tools and policies designed to prevent sensitive data from being lost, leaked, or accessed by unauthorized users. DLP solutions monitor data in use, data in motion, and data at rest to ensure that confidential information such as personal data or intellectual property is properly protected. Question 3. In networking and internet connectivity, what does DSL stand for? A. Direct Subscriber Link. B. Digital Subscriber Line. C. Digital Service Line. D. Data Service Link. Correct answer. B. Digital Subscriber Line. Digital Subscriber Line, DSL, is a broadband internet technology that transmits digital data over traditional copper telephone lines. DSL allows simultaneous voice and data communication and is commonly used for residential and small business internet access. Question 4. In cybersecurity attack terminology, what does DOS stand for? A. Denial of service. B. Direct operation shutdown. C. Digital overflow service. D. Distributed operation service. Correct answer. A. Denial of service. A denial of service, DOS attack, is an attempt to disrupt the normal operation of a system, network, or service by overwhelming it with traffic or resource requests. The goal of a DOS attack is to make services unavailable to legitimate users, directly impacting system availability. Question 5. In cybersecurity terminology, what does DDoS stand for? A. Digital Denial of Service. B. Distributed Data over Systems. C. Dynamic Denial of Service. D. Distributed Denial of Service. Correct answer. D. Distributed Denial of Service. A distributed denial of service, DDoS attack, occurs when multiple systems work together to overwhelm a target with excessive traffic, causing services or networks to become unavailable to legitimate users. DDoS attacks primarily target system availability and are commonly mitigated using traffic filtering, rate limiting, and anti-DDoS services. Question 6. In cloud computing terminology, what does CSP stand for? A. Cloud Security Program. B. Cloud System Provider. C. Cloud Service Provider. D. Cloud Software Provider. Correct answer. C. Cloud Service Provider. A cloud service provider, CSP, is an organization that delivers cloud computing services such as infrastructure, platforms, or software over the Internet. Examples include providers offering IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. In cloud security, understanding the role of the CSP is important because security responsibilities are shared between the provider and the customer under the shared responsibility model. Question 7. In device management and mobile security models, what does COPE stand for? A. Corporate-owned, organizational provided. B. Company-owned, personally managed. C. Corporate-organized, personally enabled. D. Corporate-owned, personally enabled. Correct answer: D. Corporate-owned, personally enabled. Corporate-owned, personally enabled, COPE, is a device management model in which the organization owns the device but allows employees to use it for both work and personal activities. Because the device is corporate-owned, the organization can enforce security controls such as mobile device management, encryption, and remote wiping, while still providing flexibility for personal use. Question 8. In networking, what does BPDU stand for? A. Binary Protocol, Data Utility. B. Bridge Protocol Data Unit. C. Bridge Packet Distribution Unit. D. Basic Protocol Data Unit. Correct answer: B. Bridge Protocol Data Unit. A Bridge Protocol Data Unit, BPDU, is used by the Spanning Tree Protocol to exchange information between network switches. BPDUs help prevent network loops by allowing switches to share topology details and determine the most efficient and loop-free paths. Question 9. What is the full form of APT in cybersecurity terminology? A. Advanced Persistent Threat. B. Authorized Penetration Test. C. Advanced Phishing Tactic. D. Active Prevention Technique. Correct answer: A. Advanced Persistent Threat. An advanced persistent threat refers to a sophisticated long-term cyber attack in which attackers gain unauthorized access to a network and remain undetected for an extended period. PTs typically target specific organizations to steal data, conduct espionage, or disrupt operations. Question 10. What does AAA represent in the context of security? A. Access, authorization, and auditing. B. Authentication, access, and auditing. C. Accountability, authentication, and auditing. D. Authentication, authorization, and accounting. Correct answer: D. Authentication, authorization, and accounting. AAA is a core security framework used to control access to systems and networks. Authentication verifies a user's identity. Authorization determines what resources the user is allowed to access. And accounting tracks user activities for auditing, monitoring, and compliance purposes. Question 11. In networking, what does ARP stand for? A. Access Request Protocol. B. Address Routing Process. C. Authorization Resolution Protocol. D. Address Resolution Protocol. Correct answer: D. Address Resolution Protocol. Address Resolution Protocol translates IP addresses into corresponding MAC addresses on a local network. When a device needs to send data to another system on the same network, ARP determines the correct hardware address so packets can be delivered to the intended destination. Question 12. In wireless security standards, what does CCMP stand for? A. Control mode. Coding MAC protocol. B. Counter mode. CBC MAC protocol. C. Counter check. MAC protocol. D. Cipher mode. CC MAC protocol. Correct answer. B. Counter mode. CBC-MAC protocol. CCMP stands for Counter Mode, with Cipher Block Chaining Message, Authentication Code Protocol. It is the encryption protocol used by WPA2 to provide strong data confidentiality and integrity for wireless networks. CCMP uses AES encryption and improves security compared to older protocols such as TKIP and WEP. Question 13. In cybersecurity incident management, what does the acronym CIRT refer to? A. Critical Incident Response Team. B. Cybersecurity Incident Recovery Team. C. Computer Incident Response Team. D. Computer Investigation Response Team. Correct answer. C. Computer Incident Response Team. A Computer Incident Response Team, CIRT, is responsible for identifying, analyzing, responding to, and mitigating cybersecurity incidents. The team coordinates technical and organizational efforts to contain incidents, minimize damage, and restore normal operations. Question 14. In access control models, what does the acronym DAC represent? A. Distributed Access Control. B. Direct Authorization Control. C. Digital Access Check. D. Discretionary Access Control. Correct answer. D. Discretionary Access Control. Discretionary Access Control, DAC, is an access control model in which the owner of a resource determines who is allowed to access it. Permissions are assigned at the discretion of the resource owner, making DAC flexible but potentially less secure than more restrictive models such as MAC. Question 15. In computer networking, what does the acronym DHCP stand for? A. Data Host Connection Process. B. Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. C. Direct Host Communication Protocol. D. Digital Host Configuration Procedure. Correct answer. B. Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, DHCP, is a network protocol used to automatically assign IP addresses and other network configuration settings to devices. DHCP simplifies network management by eliminating the need for manual IP configuration and helps prevent address conflicts. Question 16. In email authentication and security, what does the acronym DKIM stand for? A. Data keys in mail. B. Domain key internet mail. C. Domain keys identified mail. D. Digital keys for internet messaging. Correct answer. A. Data keys in mail. Domain keys identified mail, DKIM, is an email authentication method that uses cryptographic signatures to verify that an email message was sent by an authorized domain and has not been altered in transit. DKIM helps protect against email spoofing and phishing attacks and is commonly used alongside SPF and DEMARC. Question 17. In vulnerability management, what does the acronym CVE stand for? A. Computer Vulnerability Event. B. Common Vulnerability Evaluation. C. Cyber Vulnerability Enumeration. D. Common Vulnerability Enumeration. Correct answer. D. Common Vulnerability Enumeration. Common Vulnerability Enumeration, CVE, is a standardized system for identifying and cataloging publicly known cybersecurity vulnerabilities. Each vulnerability is assigned a unique CVE identifier, which helps security teams consistently reference, track, and manage vulnerabilities across different tools and platforms. Question 18. In cryptography, what is the correct expansion of the acronym DES? A. Data Encryption Standard. B. Digital Encoding Standard. C. Digital Encryption Standard. D. Dual Encryption System. Correct answer. A. Data Encryption Standard. Data Encryption Standard, DES, is a symmetric encryption algorithm that was once widely used to protect sensitive data. DES uses a 56-bit key, which is now considered insecure due to advances in computing power. For this reason, DES has largely been replaced by stronger algorithms such as AES. Question 19. In biometric authentication systems, what does the acronym FRR stand for? A. False rejection rate. B. False recognition ratio. C. Failed recognition rate. D. Frequent rejection rate. Correct answer. A. False rejection rate. False rejection rate, FRR, measures how often a biometric system incorrectly rejects an authorized use. A high FRR can reduce usability because legitimate users may be denied access even though they are properly authenticated. Question 20. What does API stand for in software development? A. Automated Process Interface. B. Application Program Interaction. C. Advanced Protocol Interface. D. Application Programming Interface. Correct answer. D. Application Programming Interface. An Application Programming Interface, API, provides a structured way for different software components to communicate. It defines available functions, data formats, and rules for interaction, allowing developers to integrate services, automate tasks, and build applications more efficiently without exposing underlying system complexity. Question 21. In risk management, what does BCP stand for? A. Backup and Recovery Plan. B. Business Control Procedures. C. Business Continuity Planning. D. Business Compliance Program. Correct answer. C. Business Continuity Planning. Business continuity planning focuses on ensuring that critical business functions can continue during and after disruptive events such as cyber incidents, natural disasters, or system failures. BCP defines strategies, procedures, and resources needed to maintain operations and minimize downtime and financial impact. Question 22. In the context of IT security, what does CA stand for? A. Computer access. B. Certificate authority. C. Critical authority. D. Certificate analyzer. Correct answer. B. Certificate authority. A certificate authority is a trusted entity responsible for issuing, validating, and managing digital certificates. CAs support public key infrastructure by verifying identities and enabling secure communications through encryption, authentication, and trust relationships. Question 23. In cryptographic encryption modes, what does CBC stand for? A. Code block chaining. B. Cipher block check. C. Cipher block chaining. D. Cipher batch chain. Correct answer: C. Cipher block chaining. Cipher block chaining, CBC, is a block cipher mode of operation in which each plaintext block is combined with the previous ciphertext block before being encrypted. This chaining process ensures that identical plaintext blocks produce different ciphertext, improving security compared to basic encryption modes. Question 24. In cybersecurity incident response, what does the acronym CERT refer to? A. Critical Emergency Rescue Team. B. Cyber Emergency Response Team. C. Computerized Emergency Recovery Team. D. Computer Emergency Response Team. Correct answer: D. Computer Emergency Response Team. A Computer Emergency Response Team, CERT, is a group of security professionals responsible for handling cybersecurity incidents such as malware infections, data breaches, and system compromises. CERTs focus on detecting, analyzing, responding to, and recovering from security incidents to minimize damage and restore normal operations. Question 25. In Information Security Fundamentals, what does the CIA triad stand for? A. Control, integrity, accessibility. B. Confidentiality, integrity, availability. C. Confidentiality, identification, assurance. D. Control, identification, accessibility. Correct answer: B. Confidentiality, integrity, availability. The CIA triad represents the three core principles of information security. Confidentiality ensures that information is accessible only to authorized users. Integrity ensures that data is accurate and has not been altered. And availability ensures that systems and data are accessible when needed. These principles guide the design and implementation of security controls. Question 26. In Organizational Risk and Resilience Management, what does CP stand for? A. Contingency Planning. B. Contingency Protocol. C. Crisis Prevention. D. Critical Procedures. Correct answer: A. Contingency Planning. Contingency Planning, CP, involves preparing strategies and procedures to maintain or quickly restore operations when unexpected events occur. CP helps organizations respond effectively to incidents such as system failures, natural disasters, or security breaches. Question 27. In organizational security leadership roles, what does CSO stand for? A. Cybersecurity Officer. B. Chief Security Officer. C. Central Security Overseer. D. Corporate Security Organizer. Correct answer: B. Chief Security Officer. The Chief Security Officer, CSO, is a senior executive responsible for overseeing an organization's overall security strategy. This role typically includes responsibility for physical security, cybersecurity, risk management, and ensuring that security policies align with business objectives. Question 28. In System and Operating System Security, what does DEP stand for? A. Data Execution Prevention. B. Data Encryption Protocol. C. Direct Execution Process. D. Disk Encryption Protection. Correct answer. A. Data Execution Prevention. Data Execution Prevention, DEP, is a security feature that helps prevent malicious code from executing in memory areas that are intended only for data storage. By blocking execution in these regions, DEP reduces the risk of exploits such as buffer overflow attacks. Question 29. In software development and operating systems, what does DLL stand for? A. Dynamic Load List. B. Dynamic Link Library. C. Direct Loading Library. D. Data Link Loader. Correct answer. B. Dynamic Link Library. A dynamic link library, DLL, is a collection of reusable code and resources that multiple programs can load and use at runtime. DLLs help reduce memory usage and improve efficiency, but they can also be targeted in attacks such as DLL hijacking if not properly secured. Question 30. In digital security and cryptography, what does the acronym DSA stand for? A. Data Security Algorithm. B. Distributed Signature Authority. C. Digital Signature Algorithm. D. Digital Secure Application. Correct answer. C. Digital Signature Algorithm. The Digital Signature Algorithm, DSA, is a cryptographic algorithm used to create and verify digital signatures. Digital signatures provide authentication, integrity, and non-repudiation by allowing recipients to verify that a message was signed by a specific sender and has not been altered. Question 31. In secure network communication protocols, what does ESP stand for? A. Encapsulated Security Payload. B. Encapsulated Signal Processing. C. Encrypted Security Protocol. D. Enhanced Security Payload. Correct answer. A. Encapsulated Security Payload. Encapsulated Security Payload, ESP, is a core component of IPsec that provides confidentiality, integrity, and authentication for IP packets. ESP encrypts the payload of packets and can also ensure data integrity and source authentication, making it essential for secure VPN communications. Question 32. In cybersecurity frameworks and standards, what does NIST stand for? A. National Information Security Team. B. National Institute of Standards and Technology. C. National Institute of Security and Technology. D. Network Institute of Security and Technology. Correct answer. B. National Institute of Standards and Technology. The National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, is a U.S. government organization that develops cybersecurity standards, guidelines, and frameworks. NIST publications, such as the NIST Cybersecurity Framework, are widely used to manage and improve information security programs. Question 33. In cryptographic standards, what does PKCS stand for? A. Private Key Certificate System. B. Protocol Key Cryptographic Scheme. C. Public Key Certificate Specifications. D. Public Key Cryptography Standards. Correct answer. D. Public Key Cryptography Standards. Public Key Cryptography Standards, PKCS, is a set of standards that define how public key cryptography should be implemented and used. PKCS covers areas such as key storage, encryption, digital signatures, and certificate formats, helping ensure interoperability between cryptographic systems. Question 34. In computer systems, what does OS stand for? A. Object System. B. Output System. C. Overload System. D. Operating System. Correct answer. D. Operating System. An operating system, OS, is the core software that manages hardware resources, runs applications, and provides essential services such as process management, memory allocation, and access control. From a security perspective, the OS enforces permissions and system-level protections. Question 35. In cybersecurity intelligence and threat analysis, what does OSINT stand for? A. Open Source Intelligence. B. Online System Integration. C. Operational Source Information. D. Open System Internal Technology. Correct answer. A. Open Source Intelligence. Open Source Intelligence, OSINT, refers to information collected from publicly available sources such as websites, social media, forums, public records, and news reports. In cybersecurity, OSINT is used for threat intelligence, reconnaissance, and incident investigations without accessing confidential data. Question 36. In modern network security architectures, what does NGFW stand for? A. New Generation Firewall. B. Next Gateway Firewall. C. Next Generation Firewall. D. Next Generation File Wrapper. Correct answer. C. Next Generation Firewall. A Next Generation Firewall, NGFW, is an advanced firewall that goes beyond basic packet filtering by providing features such as application awareness, intrusion prevention, and deep packet inspection. NGFWs play a key role in modern network defense strategies. Question 37. In cybersecurity authentication mechanisms, what does MFA stand for? A. Multifaceted access. B. Multifunction access. C. Multi-factor authentication. D. Multiple factor authorization. Correct answer. C. Multi-factor authentication. Multi-factor authentication, MFA, is a security method that requires users to verify their identity using two or more different authentication factors, such as something you know, password, something you have, token or phone, or something you are, biometrics. MFA significantly reduces the risk of unauthorized access. Question 38. In network security and threat prevention technologies, what does IPS stand for? A. Intrusion Prevention System. B. Intrusion Protection Service. C. Internal Protection System. D. Intrusion Prevention Service. Correct answer. A. Intrusion Prevention System. An intrusion prevention system, IPS, monitors network or system traffic to detect and actively block malicious activity in real time. Unlike an IDS, which only alerts, an IPS can automatically prevent attacks by dropping packets or terminating connections. Question 39. In computing and system hardware, what does the acronym GPU stand for? A. General Purpose Unit. B. General Processing Unit. C. Graphics Performance Unit. D. Graphics Processing Unit. Correct answer. D. Graphics Processing Unit. A graphics processing unit, GPU, is a specialized processor designed to handle graphics rendering and parallel computations. In cybersecurity, GPUs are relevant because they can accelerate tasks such as encryption, decryption, password cracking, and cryptocurrency mining. Question 40. In networking and data communication, what does FTP stand for? A. Fast Transfer Protocol. B. File Transfer Protocol. C. File Transport Process. D. File Transmission Protocol. Correct answer. B. File Transfer Protocol. File Transfer Protocol, FTP, is a standard network protocol used to transfer files between a client and a server. FTP sends data in clear text by default, which makes it insecure for sensitive data unless secured alternatives like FTPS or SFTP are used. Question 41. In cybersecurity, what does the acronym CompTIA represent? A. Computer Automated Password Turing Challenge. B. Compulsory Automated Program to Test Computers. C. Completely Automated Program to Test Computer Algorithms. D. Completely Automated Public Turing Test to tell computers and humans apart. Correct answer. D. Completely Automated Public Turing Test to tell computers and humans apart. CompTIA is a security control used to verify that an interaction is performed by a human rather than an automated program. It helps protect applications and services from bots that attempt spam submissions, brute force login attacks, credential stuffing, and other automated abuse. Question 42. What does the term ARO represent in risk management? A. Annualized rate of occurrence. B. Annualized return on operation. C. Automated rate of occurrence. D. Average rate of occurrence. Correct answer. A. Annualized rate of occurrence. Annualized rate of occurrence estimates how frequently a specific threat or risk event is expected to happen within a one-year time frame. It is a key component of quantitative risk analysis and is used to calculate annualized loss expectancy to support risk-based decision-making. Question 43. In web application security, what does CSRF stand for? A. Client-side request forgery. B. Cross-site request forgery. C. Cross-site resource function. D. Cross-system request framework. Correct answer. B. Cross-site request forgery. Cross-site request. Forgery is a web attack where a malicious website tricks a user's browser into sending unauthorized requests to a trusted site where the user is already authenticated. This can cause unintended actions, such as changing settings or transferring funds, without the user's knowledge. Question 44. In biometric authentication systems, what does the acronym FRR stand for? A. False rejection rate. B. false recognition ratio. C. Frequent rejection rate. D. Failed recognition rate. Correct answer: A. False rejection rate. False rejection rate, FRR, measures how often a biometric system incorrectly rejects an authorized use. A high FRR can reduce usability because legitimate users may be denied access even though they are properly authenticated. Question 45. In network communication protocols, what does ICMP stand for? A. Internet Control Message Protocol. B. Internal Communication Message Protocol. C. Internet Connection Management Protocol. D. Interconnected Control Message Protocol. Correct answer: A. Internet Control Message Protocol. Internet Control Message Protocol, ICMP, is used by network devices to send error messages and operational information, such as unreachable hosts or latency issues. ICMP is commonly used by tools like ping and traceroute, but it can also be abused in network reconnaissance and denial of service attacks. Question 46. In computer networking, what does IP stand for? A. Internal protocol. B. Internet provider. C. Internet protocol. D. Integrated protocol. Correct answer: C. Internet protocol. Internet protocol, IP, is the core protocol used to identify and route data packets across networks. IP is responsible for addressing and delivering packets from a source to a destination, forming the foundation of Internet communication and many network security concepts. Question 47. In cybersecurity incident handling and preparedness, what does IRP stand for? A. Incident Reporting Protocol. B. Incident Response Plan. C. Internal Recovery Procedure. D. Immediate Response Plan. Correct answer: B. Incident Response Plan. An Incident Response Plan, IRP, is a documented set of procedures that outlines how an organization detects, responds to, and recovers from security incidents. An IRP helps ensure a consistent, timely, and effective response when a security event occurs. Question 48. In computer networking, what does MAC stand for? A. Modular Access Channel. B. Multiple Access Control. C. Media Access Control. D. Manual Access Channel. Correct answer: C. Media Access Control. Media Access Control, MAC, refers to a sublayer of the data link layer, Layer 2, that controls how devices access the network medium. MAC addresses are unique identifiers assigned to network interfaces and are used for communication within a local network. Question 49. In mobile and endpoint security management, what does MDM stand for? A. Mobile Data Monitoring. B. Mobile Device Management. C. Mobile Distribution Management. D. Managed Device Module. Correct answer: B. Mobile Device Management. Mobile Device Management, MDM, is a security solution used to manage, monitor, and secure mobile devices such as smartphones and tablets. MDM allows organizations to enforce security policies, manage applications, and remotely wipe devices if they are lost or stolen. Question 50. In outsourced cybersecurity service models, what does MSSP stand for? A. Managed Secure Service Provider. B. Managed Security Service Provider. C. Managed Surveillance Service Provider. D. Multi-Sector Security Provider. Correct answer. B. Managed Security Service Provider. A Managed Security Service Provider, MSSP, is a third-party company that delivers security services such as monitoring, threat detection, incident response, and vulnerability management. MSSPs help organizations enhance their security posture without building a full in-house security team. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.